Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. For today's reading, the prompt that came through is Love is on the Horizon. Words of encouragement on your journey to love. So, my name is Krista, if you haven't been here, and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. And for today, you have 4 lovely flowers to choose from. So go ahead and choose group number 1 with the orange zinnia, group number 2 with the wild bergamot, group number 3 with the pink zinnia, or group number 4 with the wild sunflower, and click the corresponding timestamp down below and I will see you in your reading. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to the Little Flower. For the prompt for today, it is Love is on the Horizon. Words of encouragement on your journey to love. You chose group number 1 with this beautiful, massive orange zinnia. And we are going to get messages from the flowers today. So, and I always forget to mention, if you haven't been here, my name is Krista and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. So let's go ahead and see what this lovely orange zinnia has to say to you first and foremost. So orange zinnia, what do you have to say to group number 1 in regards to their love journey? It's going to be better than you expect because it's going to feel more real, more grounded, more comfortable, more safe than you could have ever imagined. You're going to feel like you can truly be yourself with the one you love. Like it was always inevitable, and you're going to feel at home, more at home than you've ever felt. So if you've had worries, if you had fears around whether you'll be able to live up to what you need to live up to find that person, or if you have fears around having anxiety or worry when meeting them, trust me, those will dissipate the moment you meet them. All is perfect. I promise you that. All right, beautiful. That's your message from the zinnia. And we're just pulling 5 tarot cards from the Enchanted Foraxa tarot today. And you got number 4, which is the Emperor in the tarot. And it's called the Council of Monarchs in this one. And then we have, Queen of Pentacles right off the bat. This is some insanely secure and stable, grounded, rooted of the earth energy. And the center of the card, we have the 5 of Cups, 5 of Water. Then we have the Page of Cups or the Page of Water, and then the 5 of Pentacles. So this is telling me that you've been really disappointed, feeling a sense of lack on your journey to love, feeling like, honestly, this is like an energy of hopelessness, feeling a void, feeling like something's missing. And all I see, I'm not really reading these 2 yet. These 3 cards here, all I see is like over here we have an angel on the horizon. This mermaid is very upset. She's downtrodden. She feels at a loss. And over on the horizon is this angel here with a cup. And the Page of Cups, the Page of Water, is about and then we have a mermaid in this deck too, but this mermaid is she's happy, she's contented, she feels free. And the Page of Cups is sometimes about a surprise. It's giving the energy if there's something around the corner for you that you're unaware of, especially since it's in the center of the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, which are both very kind of heavier energies, feeling lack, feeling sorrow, feeling like maybe you could even have feelings of like you missed something, like you missed out or you made a mistake, or just a loss, like a loss feeling. I've done something wrong, or I've missed something, or I'm messing something up, or something didn't work out the way I'd hoped, and I'm disappointed, I'm sad. There is that energy here, but in the middle of it is this Page of Cups, playful, light, like surprise energy. There's just something you're not seeing, something that I feel like, and in both these cards, the heavier cards, the central beings in the cards are looking down, and they're like in one, she's even covering her eyes. And I feel like you're meant to have hope in this moment in your life, because if you don't have hope, you won't see what's just around the corner. Like there's something that's about to like surprisingly pop into your world, and you need to be more in an energy of hopefulness when it comes in, because otherwise you might not see it for the opportunity that it is. You might overlook it. There's something there. Over here we do have the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, and it's so interesting. It almost makes me think, I wonder if you've been leaning more towards focusing on career, focusing on building a foundation, focusing on building even an empire, focusing more on the material element of your life. And there is this proliferation energy there. Your foundation is so incredibly solid, but then we've got this like emptiness feeling, this lost feeling over here. So, and that's taking up more of the space on the spread. So there's just an imbalance is what I'm seeing. And a reminder that not all is lost. This angel over here with the cup is waiting for you with a blessing, with a gift, with something beautiful to take from this experience, to take from these energies you're experiencing right now of loss or disappointment. There's something so beautiful to walk away with. And I feel like if you're just deeming your experience of disappointment, sadness, and loss, or lack of maybe it is even just your love journey and feeling like hopeless around it, or feeling like things just aren't working out the way you wanted, or maybe you've had to say goodbye to someone you really loved. I feel like there could be this danger of like casting off the experience altogether, or throwing something away that's not meant to be thrown away, like something you're meant to take from the experience that's born of love, that's born of joy, that's born of hope. So please, please do not cast whatever this is off as a total loss, because it's not. There is a nugget of gold in the middle of all of it that you're meant to take with you. So please lift your head up, look around you, and look for that little nugget of gold. Look for that little gemstone that exists in the dark landscape that you're of your soul, this part of your soul that's feeling this way. There's something like, there's still wholeness here. There's a blessing here. There's a love here. And it's a part of who you are. And you have to, like, in order to move forward to the blessings that await you, you have to pick that up and carry it with you, even if it's painful. Because I have a feeling this thing that you're meant to pick up and carry with you into the next phase is acceptance. Is acceptance that this, like, perhaps there's a relationship that's not going to work out, or acceptance that maybe time has been lost and you feel remorse about that. Whatever the case may be, you're picking up this acceptance of what is, loving yourself through it, and carrying that acceptance forward with hope and with faith, and knowing that you've never not been meant for love. Nothing's been lost. Nothing's been lost. This love's always, you've known this whole time that love is meant for you. You've known that you can't miss it. You know that deep down, that the right love will find you. That is what you're carrying forward with you into the next phase of your journey. So look up, find that little nugget and put it in your heart and protect it with all you've got, and then move forward with faith. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much for being here. Group number 1, I am honored to channel this message for you. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time here. I am honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over in Patreon or in another reading soon. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick-a-flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment, a sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. For today's reading, the prompt that came through is "Love is on the horizon. Words of encouragement on your journey to love." So you chose group number 2 with the Wild Bergamot, and we are going to get a message from the Wild Bergamot today. So Wild Bergamot, what do you have to say to group number 2? I love that you're group number 2 with a love reading. 2 is number of union, harmony. The Wild Bergamot. Okay, what do you have to say? Ooh, well, first it's just an energy that's coming through of a relationship that's fun and joyful and free and adventurous. So that feels like if that's the type of relationship you want, that's just a confirmation, I think, that you're in the right group. But there's this like a childlike play and joy and free-spiritedness in this relationship, lightheartedness, not taking things too seriously, lifting each other up, having fun. It's almost like being with someone that makes you laugh more than anybody in the world has ever made you laugh, or brings you so much joy and makes you have more fun than you've ever had in your entire life. Like, you guys are going to have the most fun and joy-filled relationship. That is the feeling. Wow, I think, is there anything else? I think that's it. That's like all the Bergamot kind of channeled there. So let's get into the cards. So I pulled 5 cards from the Enchanted Foraxa today, and we have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire, 3 of Swords, 3 of Air, 3 of Cups, 3 of Water, 6 of Swords, or 6 of Air, and ooh, the Sun. I love the Sun for you because it did feel like this, like childlike, like authentic, like you can be you in all of your authentic weirdness and quirkiness, and that, like, the Sun makes me think of being all of who you are, you know, being proud of who you are, shining your light. And I feel like the 2 of you come together and it's just light on light. It's just so beautiful. So let's get into the cards though. Let's see what's going on with you now. I mean, that's just a projection, I guess, of your future, unless maybe you have met someone like that recently. But, you know, this is about love being on the horizon. So this is interesting. You could, I don't like always do specifics, but with 3 of Cups being here, I'm feeling this feeling of meeting someone at a party, or meeting someone like in a social setting, or someone who knows someone you know, like meeting someone through a friend, just kind of a random little message there. But ultimately, okay, with this Ace of Wands card here, there's this fairy with her hand out with fire in her hand. And we've got these 3 crows, these ravens surrounding her, and she's walking through this pathway, and it almost looks like a winter landscape, and then at the end of it is the city. It is open sky, and I feel like on your love journey you've known what you're meant for this entire time, and there is a confidence, there is a thread of confidence permeating your journey. And then we have the 3 of Swords here, and this is a pretty rough 3 of Swords card. It looks pretty dark, you know. It's making me think of the 9 of Swords, which is about fears and anxieties, but 3 of Swords is about heartbreak. It's about emotional pain. And I'm kind of getting from it this feeling of like unworthiness, or this feeling of, this is interesting. It's almost like a juxtaposition of knowing the type of relationship you're meant for, which is this light-filled sun energy, this joy-filled union. And then the contrast of knowing like what you've had to walk through in your life, or what you've experienced in your inner world in your life, and feeling like you're not living up to something, or feeling like almost like you feel like you want to get somewhere before you can meet this person. You want to get to this healthy, balanced state before you can meet this person. And, or maybe you've been on a healing journey that has been treacherous. I mean, I'm saying treacherous because this card is intense. There's like, it almost looks like there's this fairy with a knife with blood, and it just looks intense. So, I think it's been a harrowing journey to heal parts of you that have been hurt or harmed or broken through past relationships, or through your childhood, or whatever the case may be. And it, again, I'm just seeing that juxtaposition, that like balance between what you know you're meant for and where you've been. So I see you on this journey of inner healing, coming back to who you truly are, and it taking time. Yes, it takes time. Even just with this woman's hair, it's like a winding path, it looks like, in this Three of Cups card. And it almost feels like this Three of Cups is different elements of you. Like these three women, these three mermaids holding up this one shell. And it's all different elements of who you are. It's this winding path that you've been on to collect all these parts of your soul, to make sure you feel whole, to make sure you know who you are and you're aligned in who you are, you're stable in who you are. So that when you do meet that person, it's not about becoming someone who's worthy of that person. It's about so deeply knowing who you are that when you meet this person, you know without a doubt that they're meant for you. And you know without a doubt that you're worthy. And there's no missing it. Like you're like in a previous state of being, in a more wounded state of being, this person could land in your world and you could just not even clock them at all, not even register them at all. But now that you're fully healed and embodied and aligned, and you know who you are, and you feel settled in that, and you feel whole, like you feel like you've had this internal reunion of all these parts of you that were fragmented along the way. It's like divine timing just works, and everything perfectly lines up, and you just can't miss it. It's just right in front of your face. So, Six of Swords is about moving from rocky waters to calm waters, and I think that's where you are right now. She's got her lantern here. She's got her light and her power here. You know where you're going, and you're letting yourself, and wow, she's riding a raven. That's cool. The ravens are symbols for protection. And I think that's a part of this feels like all the landscape of your soul, and even this sun card, it's darker than most sun cards, but it's like your higher self has always, shown this light down on you and guided you along the way. And I don't have any worries about you. Like, I feel like you're going to land in the arms of this beautiful person that brings this light out of you, and you bring light out of them, and you're just entering into joy, and you're so worthy. I mean, all this healing you've done has led you to this wholeness, this sense of wholeness and peace within yourself, and the reflection of it back in the form of another soul that's your best friend, and that you just have so much fun with, and you're on the path. There's nothing I can do. Like, you don't need advice. You've got this. You are on the path. Keep healing yourself. Keep loving yourself. And that's all you need to do. And you'll land in the arms of this person, period. That's all you need. That's it. So, alrighty. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time here. As always, I am honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over on Patreon or in another reading soon. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick-a-flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment, a sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the infinite prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended infinite prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single infinite prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. For today's video, the prompt that came through is "Love is on the horizon. Words of encouragement on your journey to love." So right off the bat, when I came in here, I was like having a hard time finding my words, and like everything was all over the place. So I wonder if you're going to get, it feels like butterflies when meeting someone new. So I think that's very fitting for the theme of the reading today. But yeah, if you haven't been here, my name is Krista, and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. And we are getting right into it. You chose group number 3 with the pink Zinnia, and we're going to get a message from the Zinnia right now. So pink Zinnia, what do you have to say to group number 3? You are going to be loved in all your awkwardness, in all your weirdness, and all your discomfort. No matter what, you're going to be so loved. Like, you can't go wrong when you meet the right person. No matter how weird you feel or anxious you feel, or like awkward you feel like you came across, they're going to find it cute. They're going to find it adorable. They're going to fall in love with literally every element of you that you have a hard time loving. They're going to see it as divine. They're going to see it as just perfect. So trust in who you are and know that no matter what happens, no matter how you show up, like, the person that will love you the most and the person that you're meant for will recognize you no matter what and love you no matter what energy you're in. So just don't worry about how you show up when it comes to dating, when it comes to meeting new people. Just show up in whatever energy you're in that day, and you can't go wrong. So, all right, that's so cool. That's a really good advice for, like, if you're going on a date with someone and you're nervous. It's like, trust me, if this person is the right person, they're going to think that whatever energy you show up in is just adorable. So it's a cool way to approach dating, I think. So let's just get into it. I pulled 5 cards from the Enchanted Foraxa Tarot. And your first card is the 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have the Elder of Water, or the King of Cups. Ooh, the Knight of Swords as your central card. And then we have the Elder of Swords, the Elder of Air, or the King of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Earth, or the Knight of Pentacles. This is an interesting array of cards here. We have no fire element. It's all earth, water, and air. No major arcanas. It feels like, with the fact that there are no major arcanas, it's making me think of, like, this is no big deal. Just trust in who, just like, when you meet the right person, you're going to be in this energy of just being yourself, feeling settled, feeling like, it almost feels like meeting someone when you're just having like a normal day, like everything feels normal, and then you just meet this person in this normal circumstance. It's not like super intentional, or at the very least, if it is more intentional, like you're going on a date, it's like, I feel like you just feel so steady. Like you feel like this is normal. Like I feel cool with this. And like, yeah, something feels incredibly normal here. Where did I get that message from? That's interesting. That came out of nowhere. Because now I'm like, how, I don't even remember like how that shot into my head. Because if I'm looking at all of this, there's nothing that would indicate to me of that normalcy that I was talking about. Huh. Yeah, and now I'm getting this energy of something coming out of nowhere. Like, because, okay. It's like, say you meet someone and you don't feel super inspired by them. You don't have the butterflies. That's interesting because we just had that contrasting message. That's why this is throwing me off, because I was talking about like, no matter what energy, even if you're nervous, like I was seeing someone showing up at a date really nervous. But now I'm seeing someone who's not even thinking anything of it. Like you're just meeting someone at like the grocery store or like the laundromat or something, and you don't even register them. They're just some random person. You don't have any, there's no, it's like a neutral charge towards this person. And then suddenly you're like, wait a second, who is this person? Like, this is interesting. Like, so it's like something kind of coming out of nowhere. And then suddenly you're awakened to like, I think I like this person, or I think I'm really interested in this person. And then that might be afterwards when the nerves come on. So it's kind of funny. I'm almost seeing this trajectory of like someone you know from work or someone you just happen to meet that you don't really think anything of. And then suddenly you start to like them, and then your energy shifts and you're super nervous because you're like, oh my God, they're gonna like notice that I'm acting weird or different. Like I feel so different all of a sudden. It could even be a friend that you suddenly have feelings for. But that's the energy. I'm like seeing the dichotomy of that, like those two energies of like, this is nothing and then this is something. And now I'm acting differently because it might be something. So I don't know. This is so random and so specific, but maybe this will resonate for some of you. But that's coming through right off the bat. But yeah, Knight of Swords is just giving me this like swooping in energy, like swooping in out of nowhere and like stealing your heart. That's the feeling. Oh, and we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. That makes sense too, because King of Swords is more of a cold energy, and King of Cups is like a warm, loving, emotional energy. It's like a shift between the two. I love this card too, the Eight of Pentacles. The right person for you, it feels like it will be kind of like an exploration, and it's like getting to know one another over time will feel like there's going to be so much growth in your relationship over time. Like there's going to be so much like around every corner in their being, and like the more you get to know them, the more you like the more curious you are about them, and the more you learn about yourself. And there's this intricate, expansive energy. And the two of you make each other better. Like the two of you make each other smarter, make each other more curious, more open, more adventurous, more creative. I feel like the two, and it does feel like this long work in progress kind of thing. Like when you come together, and it's kind of interesting that you would come together in that way where like you're not sure what it is right off the bat, and it's like hot and cold maybe. And it just feels like an exploration, and it slowly and steadily like opens up. Knight of Pentacles is this like consistency, like there's this thread of consistency through it, but it's like there's always something new. Like with the Knight of Swords, it feels like there's always some new insight, or there's always a new way of thinking that comes out of nowhere that challenges you. But it doesn't feel, it feels beautiful. And there's a beautiful balance, again, with the air and the water. Like, there's this beautiful balance here of flowing into the waters of your emotions and then flowing into, like, intellectual, like your intellectual connection. Like a more cerebral connection. It's a mixture of, like, a emotional connection and a cerebral connection. But there's that, again, with that Knight of Pentacles, there is still that consistency there. It's like there's a stability to this relationship there's a mastery to, like, over time, it's like we're kind of like learning what makes each other tick, and it's like almost like an adventure. Like, you both see each other as this exploration and this adventure, and it would never get boring because, and you just make each other better. It's like this masterpiece. Like, you two come together and create, like, you become your own masterpieces because of the reflection you provide for one another. This is really cool. This is interesting. I could see, I wonder if some of you have had a relationship like this and it's like you're not with them anymore. I don't know. That might just be for some of you. But this also does feel like friendship vibes. Like, if this temporarily turns romantic, and then I almost feel like this could take a while. Like, if this is something that's meant to be a long-term romantic partnership, it could take a while to get there. Like, it could take a journey to get to that point. But I think the strength in this relationship is that sense of detachment and trust in knowing that you respect each other, you honor each other, you're so grateful for each other, but you're also realistic and detached in a way that, like, I can see this feels like the beginning of a relationship where you're exploring each other and where it just takes time and you allow it to take that time. Like, I think the message is here, please do not judge the trajectory of your relationship based off of societal standard. That it could take you a year to fully like decide. I'm not saying it's going to take a year, but this energy is like, it could take you a year for the two of you to decide, okay, now's the time to come together and we're ready to commit. This could be like, this could even be like long distance. It feels like there's some level of detachment at the beginning of this relationship. And it'll either work and it will come together and you'll decide that. The two of you will mutually decide that. Or it will be, you're so grateful for one another, you learn so much from each other and you move on. So that's the feeling here. And I just love that there is the detachment, but there is so much respect and consistency here. So there's no leaving people in the dark, like leaving the other in the dark. Like, there's consistent like the communication is on point with this King of Swords energy. You honor each other and you respect each other so much, and you are so enamored by one another. It feels like you're so like inspired by one another. And so you just want to remain, you want to, like, you feel like muses to each other. And you just want to keep that intact as much as possible, keep that respect there. So, and it's perfect because I feel like you can flow into the heartfelt stuff, and then when you need to keep your bearings, you can flow into the intellectual stuff and keep things balanced. But yeah, that's what's coming through, guys. So I think this is beautiful for those of you who are out dating. You can keep this detached discernment. I think this is great advice for dating. Like, just stay discerning, stay honoring, like, of the person you're with or you're meeting or you're getting to know. But keep that integrity intact, keep your inner knowing intact. And I see you being respected. So I don't see any problems there. But yeah, this is beautiful. Have fun, be free, be yourself, explore, figure out what you want. That's what this is saying. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time here. As always, I am honored by your presence, and I hope I see you over in Patreon or in another reading soon. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment, a sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick a Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the infinite prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended infinite prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single infinite prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved. Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. For today's reading, the prompt that came through is love is on the horizon. Words of encouragement on your journey to love. So if you haven't been here, my name is Krista, and I use the presence and essence of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. And you chose group number 4 with the lovely sunflower, and we're going to get a message right off the bat from your sunflower and see what they have to say to you today. Sunflower, what do you have to say to group number 4? Okay, well, I heard, it's so funny because I heard you did it. And then I questioned it. I was like, we're talking about a love reading, not like a success reading. And then I started like analyzing it, but I'm going to go with it. Okay. You did it. You found your footing. You found your solid ground. You know who you are. You love who you are. You found freedom in your own being. You found peace in your own being. You found acceptance and, in a way, indifference to whether or not you find love. You're at peace either way. You're at peace either way. And all the while, you keep your heart open. You're hopeful. You know what you're meant for. And you trust in divine timing so completely that you're able to let go and just live in peace and freedom and enjoy your life as it is. All right, that's beautiful. This is the energy of someone who's just come to terms with everything in their life, loves their life as it is creating joy and freedom in their life. And they know it's like, this is you, it's like, that you can't control when you meet the right person. But what you can control is living your life and enjoying your life and creating beauty and love in your life as it is. And that's what you're doing. That's the energy that's initially coming off. So let's get into the cards. I pulled 5 cards from the Enchanted Foraxa. You have a beautiful energy, by the way. I love being here. You're full of light. You're full of acceptance. You just you exude self-love, and we need more people like that, like just showing us and being an example of self-love. So I love that. So nice. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The 2 of Cups. I knew you were going to have really beautiful cards just based off your energy. I'm like, this is the energy of someone who stumbles into love. And love is just, they're ready, Then we have the Ace of Cups. Come on. The 2 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Man. Ooh, okay, fine. We've got the Devil. And then the Knight of Wands. You're meant for passion. I don't even I'm not worried about this devil energy. It feels like with the Knight of Wands next to it, and this woman, this fairy being holding the snake, and the fire element coming out here. The devil can be about passion and connection and enlivenment, and it can be like a sexual energy. We'll get to that. I want to talk about these initial energies right off the bat. You are at the precipice of a new beginning in your love journey. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. It's also making me think with the Ace, the number one, encompassing the Two of Cups in the center, which is about unity between two beings. I love that your foundation is this one energy, is this solidity within your own being, because that is what's going to align you to union with this person. You are whole beings unto yourselves, and you come together and create love, create union, create passion. There's something over here. Yes, like this is going to be a very passionate relationship that you're meant for. They're able to connect you in ways that you've never been connected to before. Like it feels very like root chakra, sacral chakra, like kind of like the shadow elements of you and the darker elements of you. Like they're able to traverse. Okay, how do I put this? I feel like you are not going to be afraid to show them all parts of you. This is someone you can be completely intimate with, that you can lay yourself bare and know you're not going to be judged, and not only not be judged, but be loved in those places that are places that you've found hard to love within your own being. But this is such a safety and a connection that you can lay yourself bare. This is the deepest intimacy you've ever had. And the healing powers that are available in the release of shame, the release of the weight that you carry when it comes to like your identity and things that you may have harbored or you may have judged within yourself. Like it feels like there is this opportunity in your next relationship to heal so profoundly and like there are so many layers of healing that can occur because of this next relationship. Especially when it comes to like those foundational, like feeling secure in your body, feeling secure in your humanity, feeling secure on the earth. Like you're going to be surprised by how much passion and pleasure and release that can occur when you come into union with the right person. When two wholes come together, that's the feeling, because you're both so secure in your own beings. So there's already so much safety that each of you have cultivated in your own beings, that when you come together, it's like there's so much trust there, because you can sense it. Like when you've cultivated a sense of safety and security and you've done so much internal work in your own being, you can sense it when someone else has done that. You can sense it when someone else has such a deep trust that they're able to like traverse their own quote unquote darkness. I don't even want to call it darkness, but you know what I mean? Like who are able to go through the shadow and come out the other side healed and whole. Like who are not afraid of the very human elements of who they are. It feels like two people who are very integrated in their humanity and in their walk and in their healing journey. It's like each of you have been through the dark night of the soul and healed and come out the other end exalted and freed, you know, and you've explored so many different realms in your own being, and they have too. And so it's like the trust that is between you, because you see each other and you're like, wow, like you get it. You've been to the places I've been to. Like you've faced the extent of fears that I've faced in myself. Like you faced that in yourself. And so I trust you because I know that you can handle anything. I know that you can handle anything that comes up in my being. And you see it from a higher vantage point. Like even with like people who come together and are triggered. I mean, that's how relationships are. I think we do like triggered like wounding in each other, and because it's coming up to be healed and witnessed and accepted and loved. That's part of what a relationship is. And I feel like there might be moments where you trigger each other, but you have no fears. Both of you see it as an opportunity. It's like, oh my God, I'm totally triggered right now. This is an opportunity for healing. And they're like, yeah, like, let's figure, like, it's like just a given. It's just a given. It's not like I'm triggered and I'm going to believe all these fears that are coming up right now. It's like, hey, I'm triggered. I'm feeling this way. I'm going to take a minute to process this and I'll come back. Like, it's very healthy. It's very down to earth. You both inspire each other a lot to be, I don't know, like, I feel like there's like an inspiration to be more purposeful in your life, to confront like the woes of humanity. I don't want to hear that, but like to rise to who you're meant to be in this life, in your purpose. And that's not always easy, because it is like the confronting of the woes of humanity. Like I just said, like, it's like sometimes our purpose involves confronting heavier things in life, and you help each other do that. Like perhaps if the two of you have purposes that, like, I'm just seeing, like someone who is working with children who've been abused, or someone who's working with the homeless. It's like these heavier elements of life, but you're so purposeful in it, and you guys are like a unit for one another, a support for one another, and like a safe haven for one another, to help build each other up, strengthen each other, for these profound purposes that you hold in your lives. So this is like a lifelong partnership. This is, I don't know. And then there's so much with the Ace of Cups being your center card, and she's holding this dove here. And I just feel like there's so much gratitude. I feel like when you meet this person, you're going to be so grateful, overflowing gratitude, and even tears of joy and gratitude that you found someone like this to walk your path with. You definitely have this new beginning. It's inevitable. It's soon. It feels so like now kind of thing. And it's so funny because that initial energy was this person who's just, I'm okay either way. and then when this person comes in, it's like this amazing added bonus to your life that you couldn't be more grateful for. It's like God blessed you with this relationship that's just perfect for you, and you both are so grateful for one another. And I love these Two of Cups. They're both these mermaids, and they're holding hands in the water, and you're able to, and their tails are twisted together, and you're able to, traverse the waters of the soul together and heal together. And I love that it's all purple flowers here too, because it's like you're still connected to that divinity as well, like the divinity of who you are as well, and the divinity of the union. It's a divine union. It really is. And yeah, it's so beautiful. I think this is your message, group number 4. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to like, comment, or drop a flower emoji if you enjoyed your time here. As always, I'm honored by your presence, and I hope I see you in another reading or over in Patreon. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to be supported more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick-a-flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of the Little Flower Patreon. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. Each month in the Wellspring membership, I channel a theme or prompt for 2 new Pick-a-Flower readings, with one of those readings laying the foundation for what emerges in the Infinite Prayer. Using Reiki, prayer, intuitively guided affirmations, and a belief in miracles, I offer a new, powerful transmission each month. With the Overflow membership, receive everything in Wellspring, plus access to every new extended Infinite Prayer session drawn from monthly YouTube readings from October 2025 on. Click the link in the description box below if you feel called to explore. Feel free to like, comment, drop a flower emoji, or subscribe to The Little Flower. You may browse single Infinite Prayer transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo with the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip or buy me a coffee if you feel called to. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, my heart and soul in video form. I'd be honored to have you over there as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved.